Hello friends, this is Coach Cooper with CAPCOsports, the Championship Academy for players, coaches, and officials. You're in the coach's office. This is Thoughts on Thursday. Before we get into our thought, shout out to our number one fan, Coach Murph. Good luck in your basketball game this afternoon, and of course, best of luck with the upcoming baseball season. Today's thought is about ownership of the process. I don't care what the process is for your specific team, but who owns it within your organization, within your team. Let me give you let me flush this out for you a little bit. As a basketball official, I now get the opportunity to observe coaches. Yesterday morning, I was listening to a local sports talk radio, and one of the talk hosts was a former NFL player. And he had made mention that as a player, he did not feel that he was empowered to further his career past the playing days into a coaching career. Now, whose fault is that? Whose responsibility is that? Who owns that process of potentially opening up the opportunities, or at least a discussion about when your playing days are over to getting into coaching? Does it lie with the player to take the personal responsibility, or does the coach have the brunt of the responsibility there because the coach is already in that position and has to create future leaders, future coaches? Where does it lie? I'd like to get your thought on that. So I didn't think much about that segment on the radio until yesterday afternoon. I had the opportunity to officiate a middle school basketball game. In the middle school basketball game, one team was down by a significant number of points at halftime. The coach, really nice guy, pretty knowledgeable about the game, turned to his players, and I was within the earshot. He says, "Clearly, what we're doing is not working." He goes, and I quote, "Open forum now," close quote. And he further went on to say, "What are your suggestions for us to have a better second half?" And at that point in time, I had walked away from being within earshot, so obviously they discussed what they were going to do. And by golly, let me tell you, the team was down by more than 20, maybe 30 points at halftime, and they pulled to within 7. What a great accomplishment the second half. The point being that the players had input in the process for the second half of that game. So I had two instances within one day which sparked this idea for today. Who owns the process? Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave a comment. Thanks, folks.